you are looking for a blue collar carrier, here is the place to start. We're gonna look over 5 of those awesome carriers you can do. Those are trades, and I'm gonna have the how much money you can make a year doing them. So let's go. We have the first one is truck driving. Truck driving is a special career because you don't really have to deal with heavy lifting most of the time. Um, you simply drive a truck, right? You just drive a truck. So what do you need for to be a truck driver? So you simply need to have to be a driver for about a few years, right? You need to be driving a car, right? And then after that, most of you already drive cars. So basically, you need to get the driver's license, right? So the driver's license, you can choose a class 3, like a class 3 that's not really the high trucks, like the high class 1 driving. It's you don't drive truck and trailers, but you can still drive like those dump trucks. You drive. You can drive a concrete truck. You can drive these basic trucks that don't require a trailer, that don't have a trailer attached to them, right? Like the long trailers, right? So you can drive those ones with your class 3, which is not that expensive to get, right? The class 3 you can get a class 3 depending on the province for around $1,000 or $2,000 maximum, right? So so and the class 1, which is in some places they call it class A license. It's which is more expensive. You need at least 10,000 or more to get that license. So yeah. So but for me, I'm a truck driver, so I did the class 1, and one of the mistake I made, it was to go straight to class 1. And what I realized is that when you spend all that money, I spent all that money, the 10,000 and more, on to get the class 1, and I never really used that license. I only used it last year, but I didn't really use it most of the time. So what I would say is that go with the first class 3, the basic license, which is in some province they call that class D, right? So go with the basic one for basic trucks, and then if you like it, if you want to go for truck and trailers, you can go get the class 1, right? So you don't have to spend all the 10,000 at first. So the reason for me, what I don't want to, why I don't drive truck and trailers, is because most of these companies around where I live, they are asking for they want you to go in places like US, and they want you to go overnight stay. I don't want to do that because I have family in the city I live. I don't want to go away, right? So that's why I wanted to stay, not going out, like for weeks and then come back. I didn't want to do that. So it's really based on your choices. So, and the second trade I have here is welder, right? If you want to be a welder. So this one, I'm not a welder, but I know a lot of people who are, and I used to work as an apprentice in a shop of a welding company. So I worked there in Ontario for about 2 years, and it was amazing. So basically what you do, you weld metal. So you're just connecting metals together, and then when you're done, you just grind the metals. So basically you just polish the metal with a grinder, and then when you're done, if you have to paint it, you paint it. If you have to whatever they want you to do, right? So that's basically what you do. You just weld. And if you're welding a pipe, you want to make sure that the pipe doesn't leak, right? So you don't want to weld something and then it has a leak after, right? So that's that. And um, so for the welding, so um, you need a high school diploma, of course, right? So you need to have good school to finish your high school. Some work require that, some work don't. You need a 3-year apprentice program, right? You need to be in the apprentice program. The apprentice program is like a training, right? You want training process, like looking at people welding. You just you helping. You are a helper sometimes. You're helping them. You looking what they do. You do some practice most of the time, right? So it's about 3 years. And if you don't want to do that, you can have 3 years also of experience doing that, right? If you have 3 years of experience as a welder, right? So you don't need the apprenticeship, right? So yes. And also um, so you just need the certificate as well, right? You're gonna need a certificate, a welding certificate, right? So basically you do your welding, and then you have to go for the after the apprenticeship, right? You get your certificate, right? You get your certificate, so you can use that to become a journeyman after some period of time, and at that point you can get more money. So for a welder, you get about 65,000 a year, right? 65 Canadian a year. So that's not too bad. For the truck driver, you could make up to 77,000 a year. So for the guys who drive long haul, they do long hours. They make up to 77,000 and more. Some guys make 100,000. Let's move on to the number 3. Number 3 is mechanic, right? You want to be a mechanic, right? You love getting dirty, get your hands dirty, and you like doing things with your hands. Then mechanic is a good career to choose. And in my opinion, I think it would be better to do truck mechanic. And the reason I say that is because being a truck mechanic, you can make more money. Okay, so that's one of the things. It's because you can make more money being a truck mechanic. That's why I would choose a truck mechanic. So what you do, you just troubleshooting problems in the truck or in the car. There's a problem, just troubleshoot the problem. So basically, so nowadays the mechanics, they have a computer, right? They just plug in the computer in the vehicle, and then the computer just tell them what's going on, right? What's wrong. And for a mechanic, you need a strong communication skill. So basically, you need to be able to communicate what's wrong, and sometimes you need to communicate that to the customer and things like that. And you need to be able to troubleshoot problems, and you have to be time efficient. So you have to be able to solve the problem in a limited period of time. When I have a problem, I go to the shop with the truck, and I just and they come up with, they just plug in the computer, and they say, okay, hey, this is a problem, and you can come pick up the truck tomorrow, right? So drivers don't want to wait too long, because it's their job. The truck is their income. So if the truck sit there for 1 or 2 days, for 2-3 days, that's they are losing money. And if there's no other truck for them to drive, then they don't make money. So you wanna be time efficient. You wanna be doing what you're doing quick and find the problem and then solve it very quick. If you are a mechanic for small cars, you also need to be able to solve the problem quick as well, right? So, and then what you do, you need problem solving. You need to be able to do teamwork. High school diploma, you need that, and then you need or equivalent certificate of training or experience of mechanic apprenticeship. So if you have the experience or if you have the certificate of mechanic training, so you would be able to work easy in that area. So as a mechanic, you can make up to 70,000. So maybe about 69 to 70,000. But I know people who make up to 80,000 a year working as a mechanic, like in a big truck. And the fourth is electrician. Electrician, I can attest to that a little bit. I work with electrician in the company I was talking about where I did some welding, and I worked there for 2 years. So they also did electric work. So what you do, you work on installing, repair, maintaining electrical equipment. So, and then you do a lot of troubleshooting. So a lot of troubleshooting, a lot of installations, deinstallations, and then problem solving as well. So and it depends on the area you work. So if you're in the industrial areas, so you may work in, let's say, fixing big machine equipment. So sometimes it could be hydraulic equipment. It could be, for example, where I work used to be like balers in grocery stores. So like Costco, who used to fix those balers, and they have problems, they stop working, or they have hydraulic problems, things like that. So you used to just replace the cylinders, which is very difficult work. You can fix doors. Sometimes the door lock doesn't work, the sensor doesn't work. When you open and close the door. Sometimes it's easy, simple things to fix, and you just go there and fix it. So what I realized when I was there is that the electrical and the welding, they are interchangeable. They are all kind of connected together. Sometimes you do have to do some cutting and some welding in your electrical work. So for this, you need a certificate of electrician certificate, or you need like industrial electrician. That's 442A. So that's 442A, 442A license for industrial, and you can get a 309A. 309A, that's for construction. So construction, 309A. So you don't really need the 442. 442 is more industrial. So the construction and maintenance, you only need the certificate 309A. So this also requires the apprenticeship, right? So you need a few years of apprenticeship. So I didn't continue working in that company because the company didn't want to give me the apprenticeship. So that's why I decided to go. I moved from that company. I stopped working for this electrical company, and then I said, okay, I'm gonna go take my driving license. So I changed the career to drive trucks, because I didn't see really a future in that company. and because I feel like, hey, I wanted to be an electrician one day, so I can make as much money to put to support a family, but they didn't want to help me, so that's why I decided to move to that different. And as an electrician, you can make up to 72,000 a year, so that's not too shabby, right? So 72,000 a year with the license, and you can do plumbing work. Plumbing is another interesting, very interesting one too. So you do installations, maintenance, plumbing, equipment used for industrial, residential. You're disposing water such as pipes and fixtures and stuff like that. Um, you do cleaning. You cleaning obstacles in sink drains and toilets, and inspect for issues. So you do troubleshooting, see where's the issue, why is clogged, and then how to fix it, things like that. So it's a kind of a dirty work, but what's not dirty in trade? So pretty much all of them, you need to put your hands to work. So you have the equipment, you have the safety gear, right? The proper PPE to use to protect yourself. So um, I think it's a good career. It's you make good money. You make up to 73,000 a year, so that's not too bad. I mean that's very good, right? So and there are a shortage of plumbers around Canada right now. So but you only need a few years for about 4 years of experience, right? 4 years of apprenticeship, and or 4 years of experience. You need the certificate as well, right? Or diploma. No, the high school diploma and the plumbing certificate, which is about 4 years. So the for plumbing, right? In some provinces, in uh, New Brunswick, Quebec, right? It's required to have the certificate, but in other provinces like Manitoba, British Columbia, Yukon, you don't need the certificate. Right? You don't need the certificate. You only need the experience. So, anyways, I just wanted to leave it here, guys. So those are 5 interesting trades you can try if you like, and with how much money you make a year. So next video gonna be about 5 white collar trade you can do. Yeah, 5 white collar trade. So sorry, when I said 5 white collar job career you can do. And these videos are more for people who want to start a career, who are doing a career, maybe don't like it and want to change to a different career. People who maybe they have health issues and they want to move more, a little bit more. They want to they want to move in a different place, and they want to change different city, right? So different city, different demands, and so that's why I'm making those videos. So if you like them, please subscribe and like. I will see you again in the next. Thank you very much for watching.